I'd like to call to order the September 10th, 2020 regular meeting of Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners. Time is 7 o'clock. Please rise to pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Could you call the roll, please?
President Riley,
Here.
Vice President King,
Here.
Commissioner Carlson, absent. Commissioner Egan, absent.
Present.
Oh, present. We'll vote them in.
Right.
Commissioner Janner,
Here.
Commissioner McBroom,
Here.
Commissioner Todd.
I've been notified that Commissioners Egan and Todd have requested to participate remotely due to COVID health concerns.
Move to allow remote meeting participation of Commissioner Egan and Todd due to COVID health concerns. Second.
Motion and second. Bridget, take the roll of the commissioners that are here.
Vice President King,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBroom,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes. Next is matters from the public. Bridget, is anyone signed up to speak?
No.
Move on to updates and reports. Finance Committee, Vice President King.
Yes, the Finance Committee met on August 14th, reviewing the following: the second quarter 2020 investment review, bond perimeters ordinance, audit services RFP, 2021 budget calendar, and 2021 Board of Commissioners budget. The next meeting will be on October 2nd at 9 a.m. at the Administration Building.
Legislative Committee, Commissioner Carlson, and
We have not met yet. We have a meeting on the calendar date right now. You can look. Sir, do you remember?
We are September 30th.
Was it?
September 30th.
September 30th.
Pretty close.
Right there.
October
8:30 a.m.
Parks and Recreation Committee, Commissioner Janner.
Thank you, President Riley. The Parks and Recreation Committee met on Friday, August 21st at 10:30 a.m. The meeting started with two presentations from community members. Naperville Gold Star Family Memorial Committee members Lou Breeze and Jennifer Sloan presented their proposal to erect a memorial monument on park grounds to honor the sacrifice of families who have lost a loved one in military service. As you will all recall, we heard from the committee at our full board meeting at the end of last month. The Parks and Rec Committee was supportive of continuing the conversation about the project at Veterans Park. Naperville Central High School student Jake Howard requested the installation of a Gaga ball court at Stanford Meadows or another location. The committee agreed that Stanford Meadows would not be an ideal location for this type of amenity, which would be more suitable for one of the sports complexes. It was also suggested that the project would be a good fit for an Eagle Scout project, and staff intends to follow up with more direction there. Director Wilson advised that due to COVID-19 restrictions, we are unable to host our annual volunteer appreciation event at Centennial Beach. The district plans to show its appreciation of volunteer contributions through alternative means, including the passage of a resolution at the September 10th meeting, recognition within the fall 2020 program guide, and on the district's website and social media. Director Wilson further reported on several event and program updates and changes. The committee agreed that staff continues to do an outstanding job innovating and finding new and creative ways to engage residents based upon the current guidelines. Director Schutz reported that the 2021 capital projects virtual open house event opened on August 13th and is in full swing. The intent is to gather input online from the public for improvements planned for next year to be considered in design and development of these projects, as well as for budgeting purposes. The process has provided an opportunity for residents to provide input in other areas as well. Director Quigley provided information regarding parks operations. He distributed and discussed the 2020 fleet capital listing with the committee, pointing out necessary equipment and vehicle purchases that were previously deferred but have been prioritized and will be presented for consideration, including maintenance equipment for Wolf's Crossing Community Park, which is nearing completion. Finally, the marketing department has worked diligently to produce the autumn 2020 program guide in time for its digital-only launch, which took place on Friday, August 28th, with resident registration beginning on Monday, August 31st. The next meeting of the Park and Recreation Committee will be Friday, September 18th at 10:30 a.m. right here in the Fort Hill Activity Center multi-purpose room. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Janet. Next is the President's report. Starting next Friday, September 18th, petition packets will be available for residents who are interested in running for the office of Commissioner on the Naperville Park District Board. There will be 4 seats up for election as the current terms of Commissioners Carlson, Egan, King, and I expire in April 2021. Candidates can pick up a packet beginning September 18th, begin circulating their petitions September 22nd, and file between December 14th and December 21st. After next Friday, packets will be available for pickup at the desk of Bridget Tuft in the Park Administration Building on Jackson from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The Park District provides the packets as a courtesy to candidates, but it should be noted that the candidates themselves are solely responsible for complying with all requirements and laws and are therefore encouraged to consult an attorney with knowledge of election law prior to circulating petitions or filing their candidacy. Those interested in running must be at least 18 years of age and have been a resident of the Naperville Park District for 1 year prior to the election. Candidates will have to obtain verifiable signatures of 383 registered voters living in the incorporated Naperville Park District boundaries in order to get their name on the ballot. This number represents 2% of the votes cast in the 2019 election. If you're interested in running, great. If you know someone with a strong interest in recreation, please share this information with them. As someone who has served as a commissioner for 11 years at this point, I can tell you that it's interesting, important, rewarding service to our community. Next, we have our Executive Director's report.
Thank you, President Riley. This Friday, September 11th, join the Naperville Park District for the final night at the movies event for 2020 featuring Captain Marvel. Originally planned to be held at the new 95th Street Community Plaza, we moved the event to the larger Rotary Hill venue, which provides attendees with more space to spread out and social distance. Captain Marvel will be shown at 7:30 p.m. Bring a folding chair or a blanket and enjoy an evening under the stars. Be sure to review the Park District's participation guidelines for social gathering and outdoor events at napervilleparks.org/coronavirus. We're celebrating the grand reopening of Knock Park at 4 p.m. on Thursday, September 17th. The park is located at 724 Southwest Street. The event will include remarks by representatives of the Naperville Park District and Naperville Community School District 203, followed by a ribbon cutting. This event will celebrate the addition of a new girls varsity softball field, a synthetic turf athletic field, and 4 pickleball courts. Again, please review the guidelines for participation in outdoor events at napervilleparks.org/coronavirus. Our autumn 2020 program guide is now available in digital form. Only on our website. The registration for fall programs is underway. The fall lineup includes virtual programs in dance, fitness, art, science, music, and more, as well as many in-person opportunities with modifications such as limited class size. Additionally, registration for modified fall youth sports is in progress. Again, for details on this, you can go to napervilleparks.org/program guides. With fall and Halloween on the way, it's time to get ready for the annual Ghost Stories of the Park in the Dark, presented by the Summer Place Theater. 4 shows will be held throughout the weekend of October 2nd to the 4th, and tickets must be purchased in advance for the shows. For more information, go to our website again at napervilleparks.org. Volunteers have contributed time, enthusiasm, and talent to the Naperville Park District's mission since the district's early years. In a typical year, more than 2,800 volunteers give 81,000 hours to support our youth sports programs like Naperville Youth Soccer and Naperville Youth Basketball. They beautify our parks and our Riverwalk and assist with our seasonal special events. We simply couldn't do this without the support of our volunteers. Unfortunately, this year, due to COVID, we had to suspend our annual volunteer picnic. This event is a great opportunity to show our appreciation for all the volunteers and recognize the time and commitment. Tonight, the Park Board will be voting to approve a resolution recognizing our 2020 volunteers. And it was not the same as our appreciation event, but the Park District is committed to bringing back that celebration once we are able to do so. In the meantime, On behalf of our board and staff, I want to say thank you to all the Naperville Park District volunteers. Please know that we appreciate you and all that you do for the Park District and this community. And then finally, I would ask that everyone tomorrow morning take some time to remember those 2,996 people who were murdered on September 11, 2001. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the consent agenda. The executive director warrants all consent agenda items, reports, and memoranda of board policy. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda? Oh, I'm sorry. First, you have to read those.
Item 4.1, approve August 2020 disbursement from the amount of $3,381,669.03. 4.2, approve August 2020 disbursements made through the Bank of America Purchasing Card Program in the amount of $130,851.04. 4.3, approve August 2020 disbursements made through the FinTech electronic payment system in the amount of $4,083.15. 4.4, approve August 2020 custom refunds in the amount of $127,700.58. 4.5, approve August 27, 2020 regular meeting minutes. 4.6, approve Resolution 20-06, recognition of Naperville Park District volunteers. 4.7, approve Resolution 20-07, enter into an intergovernmental agreement with DuPage County for participation in the DuPage County Local Government COVID-19 Reimbursement Program. 4.8, approve Ordinance 982, declaring certain Park District property as surplus and authorizing sale or disposal. And 4.9, approve purchase of one 2020 Jacobson HR 700 14-foot production mower for South Parks from Burris Equipment for $77,145.
Thank you, Richard. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
I have a few.
Yes, two.
And secretary.
All the way up.
I have a few, did you?
Bill, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Volume's all the way up.
I have a few.
A few, yes, a few.
I have a few, is that working?
Yep.
Is that better?
Can hear you.
4.1. 4.3. 4.9.
All right, move to accept consent agenda items 4.2, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, and 4.8.
Second.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Richard, call the roll, please.
Vice President King?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Egan?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner McBroom?
Yes.
Commissioner Todd?
Yes.
President Riley?
Yes.
Move to approve consent agenda items 4.2, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, and 4.8.
There's
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we'll move on to unfinished business.
Move to approve items 4.1, 4.3.
No, just 4.1.
What's that?
Individual.
4.1.
Yes.
4. Oh, one at a time?
One at a time.
Sounds good. Yes. New rule. Is coming to play?
So we have a motion, we need a second.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Discussion on the motion, Commissioner Regan?
My standard no, good conscience can't vote to these types of expenditures. We need to fix the raise pool to whatever Social Security is, or something equivalent to CPI and not 4%.
But again, there's no salaries in this. Correct.
Yeah, it's not in the disbursement.
Anything connected to ADP is payroll, in my opinion, but, you guys voted to reduce expenses by raising through the last bond approval, so it is what it is. My vote, I'm going to vote no. you have my reasoning.
Any other discussion on the motion? Would you call the roll, please?
Vice President King,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
No.
Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBroom,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
yes,
President Riley.
Yes.
All right, move to approve item 4.3. To read the item. Approve August 2020 disbursement made through the FinTech electronic payment systems in the amount of $4,083.15.
second,
Motion and second. Discussion on the motion, Commissioner Egan?
Thank you. My standard no vote to this expenditure is for inventory. It's required by Illinois state law since you got to prepay for booze. That's not in our mission. In fact, in our budget preview, was a wonderful presentation in the last meeting. I believe it was Mr. McGurry presented a slide with all kinds of pictures of the things that we do. I noted that there was nobody drinking beer in that slide because it's not part of our mission. So return the inventory, stop serving booze. I'll be voting no.
Any further discussion? Would you call the roll, please?
Vice President King,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
yes,
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Absolutely not.
Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBroom,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes.
All right. Move to approve item 4.9, approve purchase of one 2020 Jacobson HR 700 14-foot production mower for South Parks from Burris Equipment for $77,145.
Second.
second,
Motion and second. Discussion on the motion, Commissioner Egan?
The memo is more or less fine, but I know there's no current cost to repair, so I can't make a decision on this item. I appreciate the history that's there, but I can't judge spending, $77,000 versus what it's going to cost to repair because there's no current repair cost. We're just highlighted on it's near its end of its serviceable life.
Any further discussion on the motion?
The original, the original unit they were looking at was $125,000 or so, and staff cut it back by almost $50,000 to try to save money.
And Kevin Carlson has stepped to the podium, so we imagine he's going to have some illuminating comments.
Well, this mower is going to be for Wolf Crossing Park. The 14-inch production mower is going to replace a older used 16-inch mower that we've had a number of problems with. The last year, we've spent over $7,500 in repairs on this unit, averaging out to about $120 per serviceable hour for repairs. And that's up from about $80 per hour from its first 5 to 6 years.
Thank you. Would you call the roll, please?
Vice President King,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
yes,
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Absolutely not.
Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBroom,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes. And for all the commissioners who are voting on the motion, a simple yes or no is perfectly satisfactory. Inappropriate.
Unexpected.
Our next scheduled meeting, the regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, September 24th, 2020, 6:30 p.m. right here. And next item we have on the agenda is executive session.
Move to adjourn to executive session to discuss land acquisition under Section 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Is it 2 or 1? I thought it was just 1. I thought it was 1.
Resolution is 4.6.
It's the same.
And Dirk, do they have to disconnect and then call back in? No. Okay. Okay, so the motion is made. We have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Okay.
The only thing we have to do is when we get into executive sessions, once again, vote to allow them to participate.
Okay.